You're such an asshole.
HassleConsulting.com. Let's get to work. Dear Cappy, I'm a 25-year-old male living in the Caribbean. I want your assessment on my current situation in life, a suggestion on what I should do next. My parents are immigrants. I grew up poor with 4 other siblings. I currently live at home. Pathetic, I know. Well, how old are you? 25? That's pretty pathetic. But I've worked since the age of 11 to pay for school supplies and fees and began paying rent since age 17. I could move by, get along really well with my folks, and would rather help them out financially. I work for an institution making about $27,000 US a year. I'm currently paying off the mortgage on a parcel of land I purchased. When it's paid off, I plan to begin building a house out of pocket upon it. I project to be done in about 9 years. I prefer this way to avoid the risk of foreclosure and feel this is the safest method. Well, think about that. Like, you did this in 9 years, and the average mortgage is 30. So I'm inclined to agree with you. I'm also kind of aiming to do the same thing with property out in South Dakota, where I'm just going to buy the property, and as I have the cash, I'll build upon it. I feel doing this will help contribute to me retiring early. Yep. Yes, I'm a virgin, but I've dated several girls. This is because of religious reasons. I'm interested in marriage, not flings. Would rather start a family after paying off my house first and getting my career on track. Well, there's nothing wrong with that. Usually people who are 25-year-old virgins are losers. But I do know a handful, not a lot, but they're religious, and they're quite principled. There's no sex before marriage, and they're sticking to it, and they're the guys. I'm like, well, bravo, because I couldn't do that, frankly. Yeah, plus you'll stay out of trouble with girls that way too. No illegitimate kids. You'll definitely avoid some torpedoes that could sink your boat. I dropped out of college due to all the offered courses being worthless. I'm pursuing an ACCA accounting designation. This is an international designation. It's kind of like the CPA, but it's put out by the UK and recognized in the Commonwealth and globally. Not that the CPA isn't, but it's from the UK, basically. And this will be faster, cheaper than the CPA. Questions: do you think it's worth putting girls and moving out on the back burner to secure my finances in early retirement? Do you think the ACCA is a feasible alternative to get into accounting, or should I spend the time and money pursuing a CPA? All right, let's start with the first one, and then we'll delve into the world of the ACCA versus CPA. It's not put them on the back burner, but still have that burner on, if that makes any sense. You don't want to swear off women, because there might be a nice one that shows up every once in a while. I'm trying to think. That may have happened to me once, twice. You never know. You never know. You want to be adaptable and flexible with your schedule. I would put your focus and emphasis on your career, because if you put your focus and emphasis on women, they'll go away. You'll never get them. So you got to build things up. Maybe moving out of the house. It seems to work all right. And since you're more of a traditional guy, and it's more like, well, I'd like to have a wife, and I'm not going to have premarital sex. I think in the foreseeable future, maybe not 9 years, but I'd be all right still living at home with your folks, focusing on your accounting career, getting a job. And I think once you get a job, once you get your ACCA, which is what I'm going to recommend in your case, you should be able to move out, maybe get a little mortgage or something, build a house, and then you can live there. What I would do is start dating a little bit. Don't swear off women. If there's a really cute girl that you really want to ask, you find a really interesting girl, yes, go talk to her. Go see what you can do there. And then all of a sudden it gets, she's all right with you being religious and not having sex, and you're traditional, and she wants to be traditional. And some kind of a courtship forms there. And if it gets serious, then it's like, okay, yeah, maybe you want to move out. Maybe. But you'd be in no rush. And I don't know which Caribbean country you're in. I don't know much about the Caribbean at all, frankly, and how the quality of women are down there. I'm going to assume they're not as arrogant or elite as Western women. But yeah, just play it by ear. In other words, when you find a girl like, wow, I want to get the hell out of the house and marry this gal, or go live with her or whatever, which would be against your religion, but that would be the time then to move out. But I would wait until you have your ACCA, you got yourself a career going, and you got some money. And then you can start, okay, maybe we get a little apartment, or maybe I can build a little hut, We can live cheaply on the land. Get a micro house, one of those, what do they call them? The truck. Oh, what is it called? Oh, my brain is shut. Got too much sun. Trailer homes. Not a trailer park home, but like the semi-truck. They take the trailer part of the trailer semi-trucks and they just make homes out of them. Something cheap. Something temporary. So, yes, put them on the back burner, but leave a door open for any girl that might be there to impress you. And a girl that, if you find the right girl, she'll be wanting to help you with your finances and focus on early retirement. She will understand the importance of frugality and budgeting and saving and finance and entrepreneurship and frugality. So that's, God almighty, that's increasingly the number one thing with girls. Like, what would you want? Someone who knows how to balance a checkbook. 2, do you think the ACCA is feasible alternative to get into accounting, or should I spend the time and money pursuing a CPA? All right. When I looked up what the ACCA is, you responded, yes, my country does accept U.S. degrees. As a matter of fact, they seem to be preferred. I was considering the ACCA only because of my age. It would take me about 4 to 6 years to complete the certification while working. It would not interfere too much with me paying down my mortgage, as it appears to be a cheaper option than the college path. Right, this is where you enter a program and they educate you and then you take the test and you're an international accountant. I would also like to work at the local Big Four once I'm certified. 1, are online degrees a quick, affordable option to the CPA while working and paying the mortgage? 2, which online programs do you recommend and are they eligible for pursuing a CPA? 3, what possible accounting career path do you feel would be best to take to make the most money without completely giving up on my life? Man, if you're going to go into the Big Four, you're going to be giving up on your life. That's at least for 3 years. Like a video response, you can look out for my payment tonight. All right. Here's what it basically boils down with my research that I found with the ACCA. If the Big Four accounting companies that are in your country, which I don't know what it is, I'm going to assume it's a British Commonwealth. If they accept people with the ACCA certification and that's what's acceptable, like that's your country's CPA, go with that, because it's not disreputable. It's very reputable. It's just that the CPA has higher application standards, and it's just got a slight edge over the ACCA. But if you're in a British Commonwealth and the accounting companies there is like, oh yeah, do you have your ACCA? That should be perfectly fine. Double check. If you really want to get into the Big Four, ask them. All right? Just go up and say, hey, ACCA or CPA? And they'll tell you. And they'll say, yeah. Well, in that case, go the easy route, the ACCA. The CPA, it's interesting. Yes, it's going to be a royal pain in the ass. You have to find reciprocity. That might be another thing. Your country may not recognize or have reciprocity with the US CPA. So you would go get your US degree or a degree in your country, sit for the CPA in your country if they're even offering it, or you have to sit for it in the United States and then have it reciprocated over there, which kind of sounds like a nightmare. So unless you were planning on working in the United States, I'm still leaning towards that ACCA. But let's say the Big Four says, oh yeah, ACC's out of here. Oh my God, if you got a CPA, well then it's like, okay, maybe you could go get a U.S. degree, go the U.S. route, get your CPA, and get internationally recognized. If you're going to do that, then what I would strongly recommend is you look at ASU Online or Western Governors University. I don't know how expensive the tuition is down in the Caribbean, but you don't want to fly to the United States and go to a physical class or a physical college here. Way overpriced, way bullshit. But you may be qualified to attend Western Governors University, Arizona State University Online. Both are accredited United States colleges. They just happen to be online. You can do it from the beach over there in your little Caribbean island or wherever you're at, and you'll get the reputable United States accounting degree. But again, that's only if there was a huge, like you asked one of the Big Four, you went to Deloitte and Touche or whatever, and say, oh yeah, if you can do that, we definitely. But otherwise, if they kind of, not really, we're more UK, we follow this, I wouldn't even bother with the CPA. The CPA has become a royal pain in the ass to get. I remember when you could just graduate from college and take it. Now you got to have a year work experience. Depending on the state you get certified in, you might have to get your master's degree. So it's not just get your bachelor's degree with ASU or Western Governors University. You have to sit for a couple master's classes or get a master's in accountancy. So I'm eschewing that one, and I'm going to recommend you go with the ACCA there. And that's it. Yeah, man. No, it sounds like you got a great plan. You know, if you can get to work, you're going to work while you're studying in the ACCA. That's good. Your debt will be low. Even Western Governors University, that's going to, I think it's $3,600 a semester, which is cheap here in the United States. May cost a lot down there. Yeah, unless there was an obvious and huge advantage in terms of employment and pay with the CPA, fine, but otherwise, nah. Do when in Rome, do as the Romans do. Go for your ACCA. All right, that's it. You guys got questions? Cappy's got answers. AssholeConsulting.com. We consult internationally, even though I am America's older brother. I am a hooer, and as long as you got money, I will consult people all across the globe, except the United Kingdom. No, I'm just kidding. God Almighty, you guys are becoming fucking pussies over there. Throwing that guy in jail. Oh my gosh, these speech codes you have. Oh my God. Get out of that country, guys. All right, we'll see you later. Toodles.